You didn't click on this video because you enjoy the feeling of your face burning with shame. You clicked because some part of you is tired of that sudden flush. When you say the wrong thing, tired of the mental loop that replays a small moment over and over again, tired of caring so much about what others might be thinking somewhere in the quieter corners of your mind, you already know the truth. Embarrassment isn't really about what happened. It's about how you judged yourself when it did. Marcus Aurelius, writing nearly 2,000 years ago, whispered the remedy in a single line: "If someone despises me, that's their concern, but I will see to it that I am not found doing or saying anything worthy of contempt." In those words, you glimpse the door, and this video is the slow, steady opening of it. Because what if embarrassment wasn't something to avoid, but something to understand? What if the real wound isn't the stumble, but your attachment to image, to perfection, to approval? If you've ever flushed red in a quiet room, if your chest has ever tightened after a joke didn't land, if you've ever replayed a moment alone long after the world moved on, then this journey is for you. Here, we're not going to pretend embarrassment doesn't exist, but you will learn how to strip it of its power. We'll walk through the ideas of Stoic philosophers not as dusty names, but as living voices, guiding you back to inner steadiness. And if this kind of reflection resonates with you, take a quiet moment now to tap that subscribe button. We explore wisdom, not noise. And this is a path worth walking together. Let's begin. Number 1, Pebbles in the stream redefine the judgment. You reflect on a moment that haunts you. That thing you said or didn't say. That stumble, that awkward silence, that laugh you weren't sure was friendly or cruel. It sticks to you like a label. You carry it, replay it, judge it, and you wonder, why does it still matter so much? But here's the quiet truth you begin to see. The thing itself is gone. What remains is your interpretation. Marcus Aurelius reminds you gently, it is not events that disturb us, but our judgments about them. That quote isn't just philosophy, it's a tool, it's a key. Because the moment didn't define you, you defined it. And now, you can define it again. Picture a stream. You drop a pebble into it. It splashes ripples, maybe even startles a few fish. But then, the water moves on. The surface calms. The pebble is gone from sight. That's how embarrassment should be. A small disturbance, not a permanent mark. But we make one critical mistake. Instead of letting the pebble sink, we dive in after it. We scoop it out, turn it over in our hands, memorize its shape, and whisper to ourselves, "This is who I am now." Why do we do this? Because we mistake attention for judgment. We think everyone noticed. We think they still remember. But look closer. When someone else makes a mistake, do you hold on to it for days? Do you spend hours judging them? No. You move on, just like they do, just like the stream. What makes your own moment feel so different is the weight you give it. Epictetus taught, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. So, how do you react when you feel embarrassed? Do you clench your fists and hide? Do you rush to explain, defend, overcorrect? Or do you breathe, pause, and gently remind yourself, this is a pebble, not a boulder. I do not have to carry it. That inner pause, that's your first Stoic victory. It's not flashy, no one will clap, but you'll know, you'll feel it in the looseness of your chest, in the calm that returns a little faster than before. And that's the practice. Not perfection, but pattern. The more often you catch yourself, the more often you choose to let the stream carry it away, the easier it gets. You don't become cold, you become clear. Here's one tool you can begin using today. Name it gently. When that embarrassed feeling rises, say to yourself, I'm feeling embarrassed. That's okay. But this moment doesn't define me. Noticing it is strength. Naming it is clarity. And letting it move on is wisdom. You'll be tempted to revisit it later in the shower, while trying to fall asleep, when no one's watching. When that happens, ask yourself, what am I trying to protect? What would happen if I didn't judge myself right now? These aren't tricks, they're doors. And on the other side of those doors is this realization. You are not the moment. You are the one watching it float by. You are the stream, not the pebble. Let it go and flow forward. Number 2, the theater of the mind. Choose your role, not the audience's script. You walk into a room, maybe it's a classroom, a meeting, a quiet dinner with new faces, and suddenly you become aware of yourself, your posture, your voice, your words before they even leave your mouth. It feels like stepping onto a stage where everyone is watching, where the spotlight is fixed on you, and you forgot your lines. You smile, but it feels tight. You speak, but you second guess. And if something comes out wrong, the performance you feel is ruined. But here's the truth, that Stoicism hands you a truth that takes the weight off your chest. You are not here to play the role they wrote for you. You are here to play your own part, the one shaped by reason, by principle, by inner truth. Epictetus said it with clarity. Remember that you are an actor in a play. The playwright chooses the length, the role. Your job is to perform it well. So what does that mean? In the moment when you feel embarrassed, it means this. You do not owe the world perfection. You owe the world presence. You owe yourself integrity. Imagine your life as a theater. The audience is always shifting, some friendly, some distracted, some critical. But the script you follow is written by your values, by your courage, by your ability to stay centered when eyes turn your way. And if a line stumbles, if your voice cracks, if someone laughs when you didn't intend a joke, it's just part of the scene. The Stoic stage doesn't measure applause, it measures alignment. Are your actions aligned with what you know is right? Are your words spoken from clarity, not panic? If so, then embarrassment is nothing but noise. But the challenge is this. Most of us rehearse for the wrong show. We rehearse for approval. We edit our words in real time, guessing what will land. We shrink or inflate ourselves to match imagined expectations. And in doing so, we abandon our real role. You start to understand that. When you feel that tightness in your chest before speaking, that tension is your cue. A sign you've stepped out of your script and into someone else's. The way forward is to return. Return to the role that is yours, not grand, not perfect, but true. How you start by setting your intention before the curtain rises. When you enter a room, ask, what kind of person do I want to be right now? Do I want to be honest, present, kind? Not will they like me? Not will I be funny or smart or admired? But simply, can I stay true to who I am, even if it means being misunderstood? That is the Stoic rehearsal. Not rehearsing what you'll say, but why you'll say it. This mindset is your shield. Because when embarrassment flares, when someone snickers, or you trip over a word, you remember, I'm not here for their script. I'm here for my part. Here's a metaphor to hold close. Imagine being a tree in a windy field. The wind represents judgment, glances, opinions. You cannot control its strength, but you can root deeper, and when the wind passes, you're still standing. Not because you resisted, but because you remembered who you are beneath the surface. So next time your voice trembles, next time the room goes quiet and your heart speeds up, pause, breathe, and remind yourself, I'm still in character, and that's all that matters. A final question to carry with you if no one clapped. Would I still feel proud of how I showed up? If the answer is yes, you've already won. Number 3. Clouds over Olympus. Accept the universal perspective. You pause and take a mental step back. You remember a moment, maybe just yesterday, when you said something that came out wrong. Or maybe you tripped, you stuttered, you spilled coffee on yourself in public, and now hours later it still lingers like a shadow, as if that moment defines the entire day. But imagine this. You're standing atop a mountain far above the city where that moment took place. The streetlights are tiny. People are dots. Voices don't reach you. From this height, your moment vanishes. This is what the Stoics meant when they taught you to see life from the universal perspective. Heracles, a lesser-known Stoic, spoke of concentric circles of concern. At the center is you, then your family, your city, your country, and eventually all of humanity. Embarrassment only exists in the smallest circle. It shrinks. The moment you widen your gaze, when you're stuck inside your own head, everything feels massive. But step outside. Raise above us and you'll see it's a drop in the ocean. Marcus Aurelius practiced this himself. He would remind himself daily that even emperors are forgotten. Even monuments crumble, but even names fade. In his meditations, he wrote, "The whole earth is but a point in the universe. Remember how small a part you are, not to make you feel insignificant, but to set you free. Because if the world is that vast, why let one passing moment consume your peace?" This is not about detaching from life, but about repositioning your mind, repositioning your attention, lifting your perspective above the fog. Think of embarrassment as a low-hanging cloud. When you walk inside it, everything is damp, heavy, unclear. But rise above it, and you find the sky again. You don't need to fly to Olympus to do this. You only need to ask, in 1 week, will this still matter? In 1 year, to anyone except me. That kind of thinking doesn't erase the moment, but it melts its edges. It turns sharp pain into soft awareness. And here's something else to consider. Everyone is too busy carrying their own self-consciousness to remember yours. You're embarrassed, but so is she. He's worried about his tie. They're thinking about what they said wrong. You're all passing through clouds, each convinced the spotlight is on them. The Stoic response, not to deny the feeling, but to step above it. To become the sky, not the fog. You can practice this daily. Not just when something goes wrong, but even when things go well. Each morning, remind yourself, what happens today is small, but how I respond shapes who I become. And when the pang hits, when your stomach flips from an awkward moment, use this mental exercise, zoom out. Close your eyes and picture yourself from above, then from higher, until the people blur, until your moment dissolves. Until all that remains is breath, stillness, and space. This is perspective, not detachment, not apathy, but clarity. Because once you can see from a distance, you begin to live differently up close. You're slower to react, faster to forgive yourself, quicker to return to calm. And that is what Stoicism offers, not immunity to feeling, but mastery over meaning. So next time embarrassment grips, you stop, lift, zoom out, and whisper to yourself, I am the mountain, not the moment. A final question to carry with you. If I viewed this from 10,000 feet, would I still feel ashamed if the answer is no? You already know what to do. Let it go. Let it drift. Let it pass through like a cloud. You are not the fog. You are the sky. Number 4, iron in the forge. Convert embarrassment into inner tempering. You flinch. The moment hits like a spark, that awkward pause, that laugh you weren't expecting, that silence after your words landed wrong. You feel the heat rise in your chest, your ears burn, your thoughts race to escape the scene. But pause right there, right in the discomfort. What if this isn't a failure? What if it's fire? And what if fire isn't punishment, but preparation? The Stoics believed hardship was not just a test, but a tool. Musonius Rufus, the Roman Stoic teacher, once wrote, "No man is free who is not master of himself." And the greatest test of mastery is endurance of pain. Embarrassment is pain, not physical but emotional. And just like muscle grows through strain, character grows through this tension. Imagine a blacksmith's forge blazing loud, intense. He takes a piece of iron, soft, shapeless, and presses it into flame. Why? Because fire is the only thing that makes it strong enough to be formed. Then come the strikes. Hammer after hammer, loud, repetitive, deliberate. It looks violent, but it's creation, it's growth. Now, imagine your embarrassment as one of those flames, not meant to burn you, but to shape you. What if instead of shrinking from the heat, you leaned into it, welcomed it, used it? Here's how. When embarrassment arises, don't immediately resist it. Don't cover it. Don't apologize with shame or spiral into self-criticism. Instead, pause, acknowledge the heat. Say to yourself, this moment is uncomfortable and it's teaching me something. Then ask, what is this heat revealing in me? Where is my fear rooted? Maybe it's fear of judgment. Maybe it's perfectionism. Maybe it's an old wound from being laughed at before. Whatever it is, this heat exposes it. And that is your chance to forge strength. But strength doesn't come from pretending you're not bothered. It comes from being bothered and still choosing composure, still choosing principle, still choosing grace. That's the hammer. Every time you choose not to spiral, you strengthen a new neural pathway. You condition your nervous system to respond rather than react. You harden your emotional armor not through denial, but through deliberate presence. Think of embarrassment as friction. Friction is uncomfortable, but it's also how fires are started. And it's how rough surfaces are polished. You are being refined, and refinement doesn't feel good in the moment, but later. You look back and realize you didn't just survive it. You became something stronger because of it. So when you walk into a room and something awkward happens, when someone laughs or you stumble over your words, don't rush to escape the moment. Instead, mentally smile. Yes, smile. Because this is training. Right now, in real time, you are becoming fireproof. And over time, a curious thing happens. You begin to fear embarrassment less because you know you can handle it, not by being flawless, but by remaining still, even when it burns. That's what Stoicism offers. Not a way to avoid the forge, but a way to use it. One practical habit. After an embarrassing moment, take 5 minutes to journal. But not about how cringe it was. Instead, write down 3 things. 1, what happened? 2, how you reacted. 3, how you would like to respond next time. This process builds tempering. It's the difference between being reactive and being refined. And here's the metaphor to hold. You are not the raw iron. You are the blade being shaped. The fire doesn't ruin you. It reveals you. A closing question to sit with. What if every moment I once wished to erase is the reason I've grown? Let it burn. Let it shape. Let it forge the stillness inside you. You are becoming unshakable, one awkward moment at a time. Number 5, echoes in the cave. Silence the inner crowd with present attention. It's quiet now, but not in your mind. You've left the moment maybe hours ago, maybe days, and yet your thoughts keep circling it. That awkward thing you said. The way you tripped or mispronounced a word or laughed too loudly at the wrong time. You hear it again. The silence, the look, the echo. That's what it becomes, an echo. Not the original sound, not the original event, but a lingering repetition. And the longer you stay inside that cave, the louder it gets. Plato spoke of a cave, a place where people mistook shadows for truth, reflections for reality. When you replay an embarrassing moment over and over again, you're doing the same. You're staring at shadows on the wall. You're mistaking memory for the present, emotion for fact, and the only way out is through presence. Because the present moment doesn't carry embarrassment, it carries breath. It carries sensation. It carries only what is not what was. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. And this you have the power to revoke at any moment." How do you revoke that estimate? How do you interrupt the echo with attention? Real, grounded, embodied attention. Embarrassment lives in mental time travel. Presence lives in your skin, your breath, your eyes, your feet on the ground. Right now, try this. Feel your hands. Feel the weight of them. Feel your breathing, even if it's shallow. Feel where your body touches the chair or floor. Now ask yourself, is the thing I'm ashamed of happening right now? If the answer is no, and it almost always is, then you're free. You just forgot. The echo fades when you listen to what's here. Here's the metaphor. Think of your mind as a deep cave. Old voices live there. They bounce off the walls not because they're true, but because you haven't walked outside in a while. You don't silence the echoes by shouting back. You silence them by stepping into the light. That light is presence, a practical way to start. Whenever embarrassment creeps in, anchor your senses. Look for 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 you can smell, 1 you can taste. Simple, but it pulls you out. It interrupts the mental loop. This practice isn't spiritual fluff. It's Stoic training. It's the discipline of perception, because once you're back in your body, back in the now, you begin to realize the crowd in your head. The one that's laughing, judging, mocking you, they're ghosts. They have no voice but the one you give them. And when you stand still, breathe deep, feel your feet on the ground, they fade. There's peace in this, a quiet kind of strength, a grounded knowing, I am here. This is real. That moment is gone. And if it comes back later as it might, you'll know what to do. You don't have to analyze it. You don't have to fix it. You don't even have to argue with it. Just return to your hands, to your breath, to this very second, because embarrassment cannot survive when you are fully present. It needs time travel. It needs old stories. It needs the shadows, but you've seen the cave, and now you've found the way out. A final question to carry with you. What would I feel right now if I stopped chasing echoes? You might be surprised by the answer. Number 6, sailing the inner sea. Anchor to virtue amid social storms. There are days when it feels like you're drifting. A conversation goes sideways. Someone frowns at something you said. You hear laughter, and for a moment, you're sure it's about you. The winds shift, your thoughts spiral, and you feel lost at sea. Social situations can feel like the waves rising, falling, uncertainty everywhere, and no land in sight. But here's the question that changes everything. Do you have an anchor the Stoics believed you do? And it's not external, not approval, not reputation, not applause. Your anchor is virtue, your values, your character, your quiet commitment to what you control. Aristotle, though not strictly a Stoic, gave us a powerful image. Courage is the mean between fear and recklessness. A sailor knows this too. They don't curse the wind, they adjust the sails. In social storms, you can't control the wind. You can't control others' opinions, glances, or reactions, but you can return to your compass. And that compass is made of choices, patience, honesty, composure, kindness. You stop asking, did they like me? And you start asking, did I act according to my principles? That's the shift.
Embarrassment loses its grip not when the waves stop, but when your anchor holds. Picture a small sailboat in a sudden squall. Waves pound the sides, wind slams the sails, but it stays upright not because the storm is gentle, but because the sailor knows where their anchor lies. That's your goal, not to avoid rough waters, but to trust yourself in them. So, how do you do that? Start by deciding who you want to be in social situations. Not just what you want to achieve, but how you want to show up. Do you want to be grounded, generous, observant, calm? Write it down. Let it be simple. Let it be real. Then when the embarrassment flares, you ask, was I aligned with that? If yes, then you've already succeeded. If no, then adjust. Not with shame, but with clarity. This is moral navigation, and it works even in the smallest, most awkward moments. Let's say you told a joke and no one laughed.
Or maybe you shared a vulnerable story and the room felt silent. Old you would spiral, replay, regret, shrink, but anchored you pauses, reflects, asks, was I honest? Was I kind? Did I act in good faith? If the answer is yes, then you hold your course. Let the wind howl. Because social storms don't define you, your alignment does. Seneca once said, a good character when established cannot be hidden. It shines even through your silences. You don't need to explain yourself endlessly. You don't need to be perfect in every room. You only need to be true. And here's the gift. When others see that steadiness, they feel it too. They may not say it, but they sense it. They stop judging, because you're no longer judging yourself. And even if they don't, you're still free, because their storm is not your storm. Your waters may rise, but your soul stays calm. Here's a practice. Before walking into any social space, take 1 minute. Place your hand on your chest and say silently, if needed, I am here to act in alignment, not to impress, not to perform, but to live from the inside out. Then go in, not as a performer, but as a captain. Let the noise swirl, let the moment unfold. Let people have their thoughts. You'll have yours too, but you'll let them pass. You are sailing your own sea, and with virtue as your anchor, you'll never be lost. A final question to guide you forward. If I lived today by my values, even in awkward moments, would that be enough? It is. And you are. Number 7, Garden of the Mind. Don't tear your self-image. You make a small mistake. You stumble over your words. You mispronounce a name, you knock over a glass. And before the sound even fades, your mind begins tearing you down. Why did I do that? What's wrong with me? They must think I'm a fool. The voice is sharp, fast, automatic. But pause, breathe. And now ask yourself, would you speak to a friend that way? Would you call someone you love stupid for being human? You wouldn't. And yet, you do it to yourself. Again and again. The Stoics didn't speak of self-esteem in modern terms, but they did speak of self-mastery, of becoming a good friend to your own mind, of tending to your thoughts, like a wise gardener tends to their soil. Confucius once said, he who conquers himself is the mightiest warrior. But conquering doesn't mean attacking. It means understanding, observing, redirecting. Imagine your mind as a garden. Every thought is a seed. Some seeds grow into compassion, some into courage, some into clarity, but others, the sharp, reactive ones, they grow into weeds, self-judgment, self-loathing, catastrophizing. And if left unchecked, those weeds take over, not because you're weak, but because you forgot to tend. Embarrassment is fertile ground for weeds. It creates doubt. It whispers lies everyone saw, everyone remembers. You're the only one who does this, but these are not truths. They are overgrowth, and it's your job, gently, steadily, to prune them. How? Start with one tool. Self-reflection without self-punishment. After an awkward moment, don't lash out inwardly. Instead, ask, what happened? What did I feel? What story did I tell myself afterward? Then pause and ask, is that story helpful? Is it even real? Because most of what hurts you is not the event, but the interpretation. You spilled a drink. That happened. You told yourself, I'm clumsy. I ruin things. People are laughing at me. That is the weed. Your job isn't to pretend nothing happened. Your job is to weed out the story that doesn't serve you, and in its place, plant something better. Not fake compliments, not blind positivity, but truth. Truth like I had a human moment. It passed, and I'm still worthy of respect, especially my own. The garden metaphor isn't soft, it's serious. Because what you plant, you eventually live inside. If you nurture harshness, you walk through life bracing for every stumble. But if you nurture care, you build resilience. Not through denial, but through patience. Seneca once wrote, "No man is more unhappy than he who never faces adversity, for he is not permitted to prove himself." Let that sink in. Your awkward moment is not a failure. It's an opportunity to prove who you are under pressure and to build a kinder foundation beneath yourself. Here's a practice to try today. Write a short inner gardener's pledge. One sentence, make it real. Something like, I will notice when I judge myself harshly, and replace that judgment with truth. Keep it with you on your phone, in your journal, on a sticky note. Then when embarrassment shows up, you don't react blindly. You garden, you tend. You step in gently and say, this is a weed, but I know how to remove it. You don't need a perfect mind. You need a tended one. You don't need to always be calm. You need to come back to calm, and you don't need to be your own enemy when you can choose to be your own ally. A final question to sit with. If my mind were a garden, what's growing there today? And if you don't like the answer, remember, you can always start planting something new. Number 8, an on over the valley practice. Premeditatio Embarrassment Rehearsed. The moment hasn't happened yet, but your stomach already knows. You're about to speak, walk into a room, try something new, and deep down, you're bracing for it. The blush, the stammer, the awkward silence. Most people hope it doesn't happen. They cross their fingers, pray for smoothness, for perfect timing, for applause. But not the Stoics. The Stoics didn't pray for calm seas, they practiced sailing in the storm. They called it Premeditatio Malorum, the premeditation of misfortune. Not to dwell on disaster, but to prepare the mind to rehearse. So when it comes, you've already met it once. Marcus Aurelius did this every morning. He would remind himself, today I will meet people who are arrogant, selfish, deceitful. Not to become bitter, but to become ready. Now imagine applying that wisdom, not just to conflict, but to embarrassment. What if instead of fearing awkward moments, you anticipated them calmly? What if instead of avoiding discomfort, you rehearsed how to stay grounded when it arrives? Here's how each morning before your day begins. Close your eyes and imagine you enter a room. You wave, no one waves back. You say something, it lands flat. You try to help someone, rolls their eyes. You feel that pinch of embarrassment. But this time, you don't run. You breathe. You adjust your posture. You remind yourself, I expected this. I trained for this. That's the shift. You're no longer caught off guard. You're not surprised by life. Epictetus said, when something happens, the only thing in your power is your response. And rehearsal is how you train your response. Just like a firefighter doesn't wait for a fire to learn where the hose is, you don't wait for embarrassment to learn where your calm lives. You practice, gently, quietly, daily. Here's a metaphor to hold. Think of yourself as a mountain village. An embarrassment is morning fog. You know it rolls in some days. You don't curse the mist. You don't panic when it obscures your view. You light the lamps. You move slowly. You know it will pass. That's what premeditation gives you: light when things get foggy. And over time, the fog feels less threatening, less personal, less like a problem, because you've seen it before in your mind. This doesn't mean you're inviting failure. It means you're building a response. It means you're meeting reality on its terms, not your fantasies. When you practice premeditatio, you say, yes, awkward moments might come today. And when they do, I will greet them with steadiness. There's freedom in that. You're not hoping for a perfect day. You're preparing for a human one. Here's a practical ritual. Each morning, write one sentence. Something like, today, I may feel embarrassed, and I will respond with patience and humor. Then, if the moment arrives, you'll feel it. Not as a surprise, but as a checkpoint. Here it is. I knew this might come. And because you prepared, you're able to smile through it. Not a forced smile, a knowing one. A smile that says, this does not break me. This is part of life, and I remain who I am. One more reflection. When we prepare for embarrassment, we stop fearing it. And when we stop fearing it, we stop being controlled by it. We move freely, speak more boldly, take more risks. Why? Because the worst-case scenario is no longer a mystery. It's already familiar and survivable. A final question to carry with you. What would I try today if I already knew I could handle the awkward parts? The answer to that question might just change your life. So here you are, at the end of this journey, but maybe at the beginning of something deeper. You've seen that embarrassment isn't a flaw. It's a flicker, a ripple, a moment. And like every moment it passes, you've learned that the sting of shame isn't from others, but from the stories you tell yourself. When you forget who you are, you've felt the weight of 1,000 imagined eyes. And now, you know how to shift your focus inward, to root yourself in presence and values in virtue. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Be like the rocky headland against which the waves continually break, but it stands firm, and around it the seething waters are laid to rest." You are not the wave. You are not the noise. You are not the awkward glance or the misspoken word. You are the stillness beneath it all, always there, always capable, always returning. But if you forget, if you fall back into spirals or echoes or judgment, that's okay. Come back, tend the garden, drop the pebble, rehearse the storm, reclaim your script. Because the truth is simple, but powerful. You don't need to erase embarrassment to be free. You only need to stop letting it name you. And if this quiet reflection brought you something, a sense of calm, a new question, a steadier breath, then consider joining this path. We walk it slowly, but we walk it together. You are unshaken, and now you remember.